Let's station a guard here. And board this ship.
As you command.
To Albion we go. Can't believe I'm finally home. Thank you for agreeing to bring me here, Elaine. I'm still worried about my father. Let's make our way to Bisphane Basilica as soon as possible. Indeed, though I suggest we exercise due caution as well. There's no telling what traps Zenoira may have laid out for us. Alright, let's do this. It looks like the enemies here are around level 40. Alright, well, can't one-shot that guy yet. Oh, wow, 1,000 damage. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna be, whoops. Not killing anything here quite yet. Got that one, though. Really like to see if I can get a hold of another a sigil out here, just to see if we can get to, you know, to do some leveling. But another step outsider, lest you'd like an arrow through your skull. Battle for Roastford. That sounds like a fun town. Love me some roast. Yeah, what does that say? The battles here are like level 32. This fortress is my sacred duty, and I'll not let you hinder its progress. Okay. Hallowed corn ash here in these ruins. Ah, I see a sigil right there. I'm just gonna skip that. Expert 2. So that is level 34. What was this other one? So the last one that I did, it was here in Vesperis, yeah, 30 or 26. Ah, that's a pretty big jump. Expert 2. Which one is this? Advanced 2. Yeah, so there's definitely some other ones, probably here in Vestorius. You know, in between. But that does mean that this one is going to be a really good one to farm for a while. Hopefully it's not like, you know, crappy or the ones that have catapults in them seem to really be good, just because it's so easy to kind of punch above, punch above your weight. Okay, that'll work. You have to be careful with these some of these battles. These enemies are pretty beefy. The walled city of Payson is guarded by the Heaven's Wing Knights, faithful order of the Orthodoxy itself. Maybe we can convince them to let us pass.
Do not fly Zenoiran colors. And I cannot permit a band of armed civilians to pass without cause. Pronounce yourselves.
My name is Elaine, and we march with the Liberation Army. Our fight is one to free the peoples of this land and wrest our home from Zenoira's tyrannical clutches. You ought not have any quarrel with us. Please, stand by our side in the battles to come.
Your identities are made plain then. But it appears there's been a misunderstanding. Albion has ceded its lands to our new Emperor, Galerius. You stand on Zenoiran territory now. And not a soul among us desires liberation.
How can that be?
Sir Elaine, if you truly seek no quarrel with us, then leave this place. I will claim I saw nothing. But know, when next your gauntlets rap at our gates, you'll find neither mercy nor hesitation. Now, be gone.
Our scout has returned, Your Highness. It would seem conditions in the city are less than ideal.
Forget about valuables. The houses I saw barely had any food. These people are doing all they can just to scrape by.
Heavy taxation has left the populace with scarcely enough to eat, let alone stock their larders. And those who succumb to hunger or cold are left in the mud to await their inevitable ends. They crave freedom, desperately so.
Quite the contradiction, given the words of that knight earlier. And yet, he didn't seem to be one for deceit.
Not without reason, perhaps. But it's possible we lack the full scope of the situation.
Indeed. In any case, we cannot overlook the plight of these people. Come, we march at once.
Alright. What fools you must be to raise your blade against the messengers of heaven. Prepare to suffer divine justice. Yo. Faded journal, alright. Headed here. I'm just gonna skip that. So that unlocks the carvings. Let's see what this one says. Alright, well that's not the first one. I think the rebellion has reached these shores. Well, I'll not let you come even a step further. Can't go a step further and I can go straight past that battle. Oops. Just skip that. Alright, what do we have up here? Get wrecked. So it looks like this should be... Yeah, that's what I thought. Doesn't look like anyone's used this watchtower in quite some time. Some equipment in here too, might as well take it. Alright, so we get the Moonlight Great Shield, Nocturnal Guard. Block an enemy attack with a medium guard grants the user +1 PP at night. Okay. Encroach upon orthodoxy land, and I shall hereby see you punished for it. Citron Pool. Okay. What do we have here? So here's the first of the cemeteries. Just skip this. Should be getting close now. So somewhere you're familiar with, Scarlet? There's a beautiful garden not far from here, yes. Used to spend hours there admiring the flowers when I was young. Sounds as though it meant much to you. Perhaps we could pay it a visit, seeing as you've finally returned to Albion. That'd be wonderful, Elaine. Shall we then? The garden should be just beyond that gate. Doesn't seem to open. Alright. Doesn't seem we'll be getting through here anytime soon. Forgive me, Scarlet. It's alright. Should have known better than to get my hopes up. It's always my fear in leaving Albion, that I'd never again see the places I held dear. I understand what you mean. Scarlet, is that you?
I'd know that voice anywhere. It's really you! Humorous! I thought my eyes deceived me. It's been so long.
A friend of yours?
In days past, yes. We were inseparable as children. And you must be Prince Elaine, I presume. You know of him? Everyone has heard stories of the Liberation Army. I take it you stand with them as well, Scarlet? Proud rebel at your service. And I see you've become a knight, just as you always dreamed. It was the only thing I could think about as a child. Those were simpler times. Happier ones. We would play in the garden until the sun went down. Our only company, the resident insects. Right, the garden. I was just talking about it. Is it still there? Indeed, and it's recently welcomed the most beautiful bloom you'll ever see. We could go back if you'd like. Relive our youth for just a moment. That would be wonderful. I'd love to show you too, Elaine. Let's all go together.
The garden's just through here. Follow me. Well, let's go after her. Okay, let's talk to her. This is the place.
It's just as beautiful as I remember it. And such an incredible smell, too.
It's stunning, yes. We never had blossoms like these back on Palavia.
We used to sit right here, braiding little crowns and necklaces out of different colored flowers. Do you remember, Humorous? You'd press and dry them for us, then...
Don't move.
Explain yourself.
I won't ask twice. Relinquish Scarlet to me or else.
Humorous.
Come. It's not safe here.
Why humorous? Why indeed? Alright. Rebel army at our gates? Lord Jerome must know of this. Largian Citadel.
Lord Jerome, sir!
Now look what you've made me do! Oh, this is far too much sugar.
Apologies, my lord. I didn't mean to startle you. Might I ask what you are making?
Just a little something for the neighbors. Not that it matters anymore. Now, I assume you've some reason for this unannounced interference?
I almost forgot! There's an armed battalion closing in on our city, my lord. It's thought to be the rebels.
They dare come here?
Apparently so. But is this not the perfect opportunity? If we join their ranks, we can finally start resisting Zenoira like we've always wanted.
I fear that's not a choice we can make. Zenoira has men stationed at just about every corner in town. So you can imagine the consequences for our citizens should we aid this liberation and lose.
I suppose so, yes.
Remember, all that we do is for the sake of our people. We'll fight the rebels, and we'll win. Now, prepare for battle, and fetch my sharpest lance. I'll be welcoming them myself.
Looks like Zenoira stationed soldiers in Largian too. Come on, Elaine, let's take it back from them. I can't actually go in there without doing the stage. Here's another cemetery. Yeah, I was already up here. Locked. Unfortunately, we have no way of passing through at present. Alright, well that looks like that is pretty much it for the exploration of Albion. Let me just take a look at the map here again real quick. Yeah. I wonder though, how do we get over there? Guess that's not it. Here's the black market guy. Might just have to wait until it's dark to see what he's got for sale these days. And actually it looks like another sigil. Expert 1. Okay, so this is actually lower than that other one over here. Yeah, is that sigil 2? Divine Shard. Yeah, so much for being done with the exploration. Jeez. Quite a bit more to do. Oh, and then this is the gate? I mean, why don't they just let you pass this gate? That's kind of dumb. This looks like there's probably a battle here. You perhaps with the Liberation Army, sir? I belong to a local resistance fighting back against our Zenoiran captors. Many of my allies are locked in battle near Hampton Harbor to the northwest and could surely use assistance. However, the gate to our north appears to be locked, so you'll have to make your way there from Bastorius. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Get wrecked. This fortress is ours, and we mean to keep it that way. carving here. Alright, so that's the first one. Some more hallowed corn ash. Divine shard back here. None can enter this town without permission. Now be gone, or you'll come to regret testing my patience. Okay, please. Take it down a notch, lady. Man, you can actually explore a ton of Albion right away. Jeez. Alright, so that is locked. That must be the one that she was talking about, needing to go through Bastoria. Yeah, it looks like this region is kind of divided into kind of sort of northwest versus southeast. And we're not going to be able to get to the other side unless we go through Bastoria. There's probably a boat that'll take us to that other side. But that is going to be it for now. Let's actually, let me see if is it actually nighttime? Kind of looks like it is. Yes, it is. All right, a quartz rod has a gravity. Attack all enemies, deals damage equal to 50% of each target's HP. And that's a charge ability. That seems kind of cool. So Noira Knight Staff, magic, or max HP 15, physical defense, magic defense 4. Yeah, I have a ton of cash. I'm just gonna buy all this stuff. Alright, so here's a ruby pendant and a sapphire pendant. Demon shackles take 15% less damage. Inverts the position of the sun and moon, changing the time of day. Well, that's handy for this guy. Fevrite. 50k. In stock. Infinite? Okay, so if you got enough money, you could just buy all your Fevrite that you wanted. Still don't know what it's actually for yet, but... Alright, well that looks like that's pretty much it. I think I'll probably make the next video actually the Sigil Trial Expert, right? Because that'll be another really good way to just boost our character levels right now. Man, look at all these battles. There's a ton of stuff that we got to do here. But alright, yeah, I'm going to end this one here, and we'll do the Sigil's Trial Expert 1 next.